Welcome to Sacrilegious Discourse.
For this is what the Sovereign Lord says.
Why do you need prophets to tell people who you are and what you want?
If you can justify everything that the God of the Bible has done, then you can justify any of your behavior.
A lot of this mentality is trickling into what is now mainstream right-wing Christianity.
I am capable of empathy greater than this God of the Bible.
This is a Bible that they tell kids. This is the good Lord. This is the good book. He is fantasizing about murder, mass murder.
Head over to sacrilegiousdiscourse.com right now to find out how to leave us a review or support us on Patreon.
Husband!
Wife!
Do you know where we are today?
Well, last time we read 2 Maccabees chapter 6.
Sure as fuck did.
Yeah, and in that one we had, I think it was Antiochus Epiphanes.
Sure.
And he was making the Jewish people do Dionysus parades, and then it got a little worse from there. So like they had the mothers who were getting their kids circumcised got executed by being dropped on their heads off a wall.
As you do.
Not anymore. No, that's definitely.
Wait, yeah, no.
At least not around here. Not in our part. Not in this neck of the woods.
Not in this part of Ohio.
and then we had the 90-year-old guy who was like being forced to eat pork, and he was like, nah. And then his friends were like, come on, man, just pretend like you ate it. He's like, nah. And then
he's like, I'm gonna die on this hill.
Then he died.
And then he went to the torture machine.
Yeah.
I need to write a book called The Torture Machine. Like, literally, what could that be about?
You have so many possible books, bands, and T-shirts out there that I can't hardly keep track of it all.
And you act like that's a bad thing.
I didn't say it was a bad thing. I'm just saying, like, I need like a secretary to write down all of your
imaginings.
Yeah. We could like start handing them out to people. Like, all right, you start this band, you write this book, and then you what's the other thing? You make this T-shirt.
Yeah.
We just need like a team that's going to do all those things.
The torture machine, though. I mean, come on.
Yeah, no, I got it.
Like, that reminds me of The Panic Room. It's a song by Aura, and it goes, "Welcome to the Panic Room," and it just like, "Welcome to the torture machine."
I guess there would be some panic in the torture machine room.
Right?
I'm not sure how you got to panic room from torture machine, but okay.
Because welcome to the torture machine. You know?
Yeah. I see how... No.
Nope. All right.
All right. So that was 2 Maccabees chapter 6.
Sure as fuck was.
Which means that today, and we haven't seen it as yet, but I am sorry because as you're listening to this, it would have been the State of the Union last night, and I'm sure it was crap. So
apologies for how shitty it was.
Whatever it was. Because it had to have been bad.
Like, let me just pretend a reaction. I cannot even believe that fucking liar Trump said that. Whatever it was that he said.
That was complete bullshit.
It was bullshit.
Especially about the immigration policies.
I know that you know that shit did not happen. That is so untrue.
Right.
He just exaggerates and lies.
Yeah, and the whole voting stuff. That's not good either.
No kings.
Right. Yeah.
No kings.
It's bullshit.
Who the fuck does he think he is that he would say that? Whatever it was that he said.
That's our filler. That's us complaining about the State of the Union.
Yeah.
I hope maybe it was accurate. Possibly. Let us know after the fact.
I bet everything that we just said is like 100% enthusiastically applicable.
Probably. All right. You ready to do this?
2 Maccadoodles, chapter 7?
That's the one.
Sure as fuck am.
All right, let's do it.
Okie dokie. Okie dokie, we are hopping into 2 Maccadoodles, chapter 7.
All right.
Are you ready for this shit?
I'm ready.
It came to pass, once upon a time, it came to pass that 7 brothers and their mother, with a fox in a box and a mouse on the house.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it came to pass that 7 brothers and their mother were at the king's command, taken and shamefully handled with scourges and cords.
Scourges? Wow, is that like whipped? Is that
scourges and
cords?
Scourges sounds like they were burned. They were tied up and placed in fire.
I don't know.
I mean, when you scourge something, you burn it.
I guess, yeah.
to compel them to taste of the abominable swine's flesh.
I was hoping it was the abominable snowman.
No.
So they were tied up. They were tied up because they were like forced.
Yeah, with cords.
Yeah. So like they tied them up and shoved pork down their face.
You know what it reminds me of in the original Disney Sleeping Beauty, where the witches like touch the spindle and they're like, eat the pork.
Only it's more than that. They're like force feeding them.
Yeah.
They're like, we're going to make you guys fucking convert.
One of them made himself the spokesman and said, what would you ask and learn from us? For we are ready to die rather than transgress the laws of our ancestors.
Sure.
Wow, they're like, I will die before I eat this pork.
Yeah.
Because it's not really even about the pork. It's the point of the fucking matter.
Yeah,
they're like, I'm not going to sell my soul just to please you.
It doesn't really sound like the king's in charge of these people. These people are like, no, I'm going to die.
Control.
Yeah.
The king fell into a fucking rage and commanded that pans and cauldrons be heated. When these were immediate... Oh, this is going to be bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Okay. When these were immediate... Oh, no. No. Okay.
So apparently, whatever warning.
Yeah, spoiler, trigger warning.
Trigger warning, yeah, that's
content warning.
Right.
This is going to be bad. Okay. When these were immediately heated, he gave orders to cut out the tongue of him who had been their spokesman and to scalp him and to cut off his extremities. This
Jesus
is too
Christ.
much. With the rest of his brothers and his mother looking on.
You know what? I take it back. The getting the surgery to put the foreskin back on is not as bad as it gets.
No. This is pretty horrible.
Yeah.
And oh God. Sorry. I'm imagining and I don't want to.
Yeah, you should stop imagining.
I'm not doing it on purpose. And when he was utterly maimed, the king gave orders to bring him to the fire, being yet still alive, and to fry him in the pan.
Oh my God.
This is like, you're the fucking wicked witch.
Wow.
You're the wicked witch, king, sir.
Yeah,
Your Majesty, you are the wicked witch of this story.
That is terrible.
And as the smoke from the pan spread far, they and their mother also exhorted one another to die nobly, saying this, the Lord God sees and in truth is entreated for us, as Moses declared in his song, which witnesses against the people to their faces, saying, and he will have compassion on his servants.
I don't see much compassion.
God is not having much compassion.
That dude just lost everything and got fried up on a fucking pan.
In front of his parents.
Yeah.
In front of his mom and brothers.
That's terrible.
God allowed that.
Right.
Yeah, men did it, but it didn't have to happen.
Right. Where like he swoops in sometimes to save the Israelites. Where the fuck is he?
Right? This is grotesque. This is not okay.
No.
And when the first had died like this, they brought the second to the mocking, and they pulled off the skin of his head with the hair and asked him, will you eat before your body is punished in every limb? But he answered in the language of his ancestors. So he didn't even use the common Greek. He answered in Hebrew.
Right.
And said to them, no. Therefore, he also underwent the next torture in succession, as the first had done.
Jesus.
When he was at the last gasp, he said, you miscreant, release us out of this present life, but the King of the world will raise us who have died for his laws up to an everlasting renewal of life.
Okay.
I hope for his sake that is true.
Right. Because that's a terrible way to die.
Yeah. Wow.
And
wow.
I'm trying to think if I can imagine the conviction that it would take to watch your brother go through that and then choose to have it. I don't know. I might just eat the fucking pork.
My soul might be for sale.
I think I might eat the pork.
I guess I don't really. Okay, so I don't believe in God. What would it take for me to be like, no, yeah, God's great, God's cool?
No, granted, I don't have that fervor.
If somebody is like tearing my skin off or tearing off the skin of my children. Yeah. Oh yeah. I totally believe in God. Yep. He's so fucking great.
Yeah.
I can't wait to lick God's balls. He's awesome. And I want to suck him.
I guess I have to
go God.
I have to question, like, what is the, like, where is it that you draw, like, the question is, where do you draw the line for what you stand up for, right? Like, this eating pork, I'm sorry, but, like, if your God is anything worth worshiping, he'll forgive you for eating pork for not getting fucking fried in a pan.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, fuck you. You could either come down here and say, like, you didn't save my brother, so, like, you're obviously not going to save me.
Right.
I'm just eating the fucking pork then.
Yeah. Like, my soul is for sale.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know? Like, the question is only the price.
Right.
And, you know, I've always heard, like, we're all for sale. The only question is the price. And what they're trying to get me to believe is that these people, their soul is not for sale because they are pristine.
Sure.
And I just don't believe that.
No, I believe that they were very, like, there is some very strong religious fanaticism out there, right? And
But I think that's fanaticism. I don't think that that is faith. And
what's
that,
the difference?
I don't know, but this is not beautiful to me. And
No, it's absolutely not.
Faith to me has beauty in it. And watching your brother be killed over something like that and not standing up to live and your God not swooping in, there's no beauty in that.
I agree with you, but some people would say that the beauty is in the level of that belief and how stringent they held to their core values with regard to their God. And while I
just don't see the point.
There is no fucking point.
If
like,
God's
you're
not going to swoop in, then I don't see the fucking point.
Right, yeah.
Like, there's no payoff. I don't see the beauty in it.
Well, they would say that the beauty and the payoff is in the afterlife, right? Like, that's what a lot of religious folks would say.
But that's great and good, except that I don't believe in the afterlife, so I don't see the beauty in it.
Right, but they do, is what I'm saying. So
no, I get that, but they're trying to convince me, look how great he is, and since I don't believe in it, I as a non-believer,
sure,
I don't see that as great or beautiful or strong. I see that as sick, twisted, and mental brainwashing. And
furthermore, God has come down and killed like 180,000 people for the Israelites before he can't make a fucking pan vanish.
Right?
I mean, I'm sorry, but, like,
seems like small
soften
beans. The heart of the person that made the fire, squash the fire.
Sure. Yeah.
Rain on the fire.
Seems pretty easy.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, I don't, this is not cool with me.
Dying for your cause is one thing. Dying this way is a whole other fucking thing and altogether.
Yeah, I guess, like, fast death versus torture, question mark?
Right.
I don't know. Ugh. After him, the third was made a victim of their mocking. When he was required, he quickly put out his tongue and stretched out his hands courageously and nobly said, I got these from heaven. For his law's sake, I treat these with contempt. From him, I hope to receive these back again. Damn, he's like, take it. I don't fucking care.
Wow.
Good on him, I guess. Whatever.
Sure.
I can't.
Right.
This is.
They're just trying to show the level of conviction.
Yeah, well, to me, it's the level of cuckoo.
Right.
Sorry. Like, I don't mean to spit on anybody's religion here.
Right,
I really don't.
But eat the fucking pork.
I'm just, you are intentionally causing yourself harm, and it doesn't win me over. Instead, it makes me look at your religion with even more disgust and disdain because your God did not come in and save you.
Well, there's no rational reason to go through this, right? If all they're asking, if it's your life or eating pork, there's no rational reason to choose your life over eating pork.
Yeah.
None. Like, zero reason.
Because God should be able to fucking forgive that. That should not be a sin worth torture.
Right.
And death. You know what I mean? Like,
and these are the things where I'm like, even if God were real, I wouldn't worship him if he's expecting these things.
Right.
That's
right.
insane.
Like, here is something that I could see being tortured over. Sell out your child. No.
Sure.
Punish me. I'll die first.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
That probably is about it.
Sure.
My child or my spouse,
right.
my partner.
Right.
You know, like I think But even at that, I think you and I would probably be like, no, just go ahead.
Right.
Like, ugh. Like, otherwise, there's got to be something bigger. And I understand that to them, they're like, no, but eating pork is the same. And I'm like, but that's a fucking problem.
Right. Well,
that's a fucking problem.
That's what I'm saying. A God that'll let you go through this in order to not eat pork is not.
If you think
God.
that eating pork is as equal in, I have to do this, like you've got a whole list of things and they're all equal.
Yeah.
Save my child and don't eat pork. And those are equal.
It's problematic.
That's problematic and weird, if I'm being honest.
Right.
I'm not saying like you should be ordering pork on all your pizza every time you go out.
No, yeah. You
absolutely don't eat pork.
Right.
Until it comes to fucking torture, in which case just eat the fucking pork. I'm not going to hold it against you.
Right.
And if God does, God's a son of a bitch.
Right. Yeah.
Like the fact that you think that God wants you to go through that, God wants you to go through that. What?
Yeah.
Like, then tell your God, fuck you.
Right. Zeus is looking better every minute here, guys.
God should not want you to go through that, y'all.
Yeah.
Ooh.
At least lightning will kill me quickly.
Quickie. That's what they said. Oh, okay. Sorry. I have to go off topic again real quick. I just saw Sarah Silverman on Seth Meyers, and she said she's trying to make That's What They Said a thing instead of That's What She Said, because it's more like diverse and accepting and inclusive.
Right.
And I was like, I'm down for that. Like the audience was kind of mixed on it, but I was like, no, I could see where she's going with that.
Sure.
You know, bless Sarah.
Yeah.
Bless Sarah. I like her. So yeah, that's what they said. Okay. As a result, you know, of all this torture,
it works especially well in the Bible.
Yeah. Well, at least the Maccadoodles.
Right.
Yeah. So as a result of the third brother going, take my tongue and hands. I don't fucking care.
Yep.
God gave it. God can have it back. Whatevs.
Right.
So as a result,
eat pork. You can eat this.
Oh, damn. The king himself and those who were with him were astonished at the young man's soul, for he regarded the pains as nothing. I guess.
Okay.
Whatever, weirdo. When he too was dead, because you know they did go ahead and fucking kill him.
Yeah.
They shamefully handled and tortured the fourth in the same way. Being near to death, he said this: "It is good to die at the hands of men and look for the hope which is given by God, that we will be raised up again by him."
These people say some really fantastic things right when they're dying from torture.
They're like, do you have any poetry you would like to emit from your Honeyvick's lips before I cutteth off thy tongue and hands and fry you up in a fucking pan like bacon?
Yeah.
And then they're like, yes, I do have some poetry. Right. Listen to my great poetry. Fuck off. Eat a dick. For as for you, you will have no resurrection to life.
It's talking about a resurrection. Like they are talking about coming, like being
this is very early Christian.
Right.
And it makes me wonder, like, how many Christians do you know would have the conviction of their belief to go through this? They would claim all of this if they knew that it, you know, if they read Old Testament and Maccabees and stuff.
Sure.
They would be like, oh, yeah, totally. My God, blah, blah, blah.
Well, luckily for them, Jesus died for their sins, and they don't have to worry about, like, you know, claiming anything that would be this harsh. Because God doesn't expect this shit anymore. You can wear polyesters. You can wear, you know. But
let's say that, you know, they always accuse atheists of, like, eating babies and coming after them, right? Let's say this crazy group of atheists came at them and was like, tell us your God is fake and worship this calf and this golden calf that looks like Trump. And what if they were like, I would never worship a golden calf that looks like Trump, even though I fucking did.
Yeah.
I would never. And what if they were like, I'm going to torture the fuck out of you? Would the people do it?
I mean, or
would the Christians stand by it, or would they go ahead?
No, they go ahead and worship whatever it was. I mean, like if the threat was real and, like, you know, imminent.
Yeah.
So for sure.
I mean, obviously they would, because they did even without threat.
Right.
But
I'm sure there's somebody out there that wouldn't, but like, whatever.
But they're weird.
Right.
I'm so sorry, but I think it's weird if you're like, I die first in torture.
There's been
Would
so
you
many
really?
stories here in this last 2 chapters of people dying for not eating pork. I'm like, I feel like this is very contrived.
Yeah.
They're like, we don't eat pork, and this is what we would die to not eat pork.
I feel like this is trying to encourage Jewish people who had relaxed to be like, we should never relax. Remember that time when we were really fervent? Let's remind you why you should be fervent. It's brave.
Right, and I gotta ask here too, because the Maccabees started killing their own people, the Jewish people who were traitors or like bad.
Well, it was
whatever.
the Greek Jews versus the non-Greek.
Well, but it was also
Jews
people that
and
weren't upholding the Jewish laws. So like,
Yeah.
were they killing their own people that would like decide to eat pork instead of being fried up in a fucking pan?
Right.
Because I'm sorry, that's kind of shitty.
It is. It really
Like if
is.
that's what if those were the people they were killing, I don't agree with that. Like,
I don't
you
either.
have to allow for the fact that people don't want to die a horrible fucking death,
Right.
just for not eating pork
Yeah. Yeah.
or just for eating pork, whatever,
Yeah. I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, like, I have a very good Muslim friend that I like a lot, and he does not eat pork.
Right.
And I'm so okay with that. Like, whatever, don't eat pork. I also, there's another friend of ours that is Jewish that she does not eat pork. And I'm like, okay, like, I get it. Y'all don't eat pork.
Right.
But I don't care. Like, I'm not saying they require my permission. Okay. Obviously, they don't require my permission to eat or not eat.
Sure.
Or to believe and not believe, whatever they do. Right.
Right.
But I'm just saying, as their friend, I'm like, okay with whatever, right up until the point that they would be like, and I would rather have my skin peeled off of me than eat it.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, hold on, what? I don't know if that makes any fucking sense.
Yeah.
Like, I can't really stand by, like, here, let me eat the fucking pork for you? Question mark? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, oh, where
Right.
does that end? Like, how could I stand by them and watch that happening?
Yeah.
Oof. Anyway, next after him, so we've had 4 brothers tortured and killed.
Fried
as,
up.
And emitted in poetry as they die.
Human kebabs.
Right. They brought the 5th and shamefully handled him. But he looked toward the king and said,
More.
fuck off.
Yeah, that's what I would say. If I'm dying, I'm definitely cursing out the fuckers doing it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I got no poetry in me.
Right, yeah.
Because you have authority among men, said this strong dude, though you are corruptible, you do what you please, but don't think that our race has been forsaken by God. But hold on to your ways and see how his sovereign majesty will torture you and your descendants. So he's like,
You're going to get yours.
my God's going to get you later.
Yeah, but not today.
Not today.
Today, I get fried in a fucking pan.
My dad's taller than yours, and that doesn't help me today because you're about to kill me. But
Right.
one of these days, I won't be around to see it, but it's gonna be epic when my dad kicks your dad's ass.
But today, I'm still Szechuan, human.
Yeah, Szechuan human. Yeah. Fucking huge. After him, they brought the 6th. Did I say it right?
Yeah, close enough.
6th.
Yeah.
You say it.
Wife, 6th.
6th.
Yeah.
6th.
The wife struggles with this. And in case you didn't know.
It's the 6th of the. I can't do the X and the TH. The 6th. It doesn't.
Yeah.
No, it feels gross. I hate it.
I mean, the more, if I said it over and over again, like 6th, sure, that gets a little weird, but I can do it.
I don't care for it. I feel like it's bad. It's just not good. After him, they brought out number 6.
Ah, yeah.
When he was about to die, he too emitted some poetry.
I bet he
Ready?
did, yeah.
Here's what he said.
Okay.
Don't be vainly deceived, for we suffer these things for our own doings, as sinning against our own God. So he's saying, don't feel like you're the one, like, that is punishing us. Like, you don't even get to take pride in
He
what
probably
you're
thinks
doing.
this song is about him.
You're so vain. Astounding things have come to pass, but don't think that you will be unpunished, having tried to fight against God. Wow. I still,
I mean, like you said, how do you have this much conviction when you're literally
number 6.
you're going into a frying pan? Like I just don't see. I understand you believe in your God really, really strongly, but generally speaking, the Greeks ended up being more powerful than the Jewish folk.
And then the Greeks got overpowered by the Romans.
Right. So you didn't win the power game, and that doesn't say a whole lot for your God. Like,
now, I will say that there is a minute where after this, the time period that we're actually going to discuss later on, which by the time you hear this will have already aired, so you will already know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
There is a minute where they're like, see, before the Romans come in and take over.
Okay.
So,
all right. Well, whatever.
I mean, I feel like,
but it still wasn't them winning.
But
it wasn't
I feel no, there was a time period right between.
Oh.
And that's what we're going to talk about. And I feel like this was written right during that time period when they're like, see, these people got punished, but the Jews really did prevail.
For like 5 minutes before they got conquered again.
Yes, exactly. And I'm pretty sure that's when this was written.
Right.
And that kind of makes me, I don't want to say laugh, but it makes me feel like, oh, this didn't age well 5 minutes later. But above all, the mother was marvelous and worthy of honorable memory. For when she watched 7 sons perishing within the space of one day, she bore the sight with a good courage because of her hope in the Lord.
Oh my God.
She exhorted each one of them in the language of their fathers, filled with a noble spirit and stirring up her woman's thoughts with manly courage. Because, only men can have courage.
Right, yeah.
Her courage wasn't womanly. It was better than womanly. Womanly courage is nothing. That would be trash.
She had manly courage.
She had manly courage.
Yeah.
Because we know that men are strong and women are pieces of shit garbage. I don't know how you came into my womb. It wasn't I who gave you your spirit and your life, she said. It wasn't I who brought into order the first elements of each one of you. Therefore, the creator of the world, who shaped the first origin of man and devised the first origin of all things, in mercy gives back to you again both your spirit and your life, as you now treat yourselves with contempt for his law's sake. Law's sake. Okay, listen.
Yeah, I'm listening.
This mother is cuckoo bananas because, listen, I had to take my kid to the hospital when they were about 4. They had some urinary issues, and we had to see a specialist. And I was bawling because some of the tests and procedures were a bit invasive. And just imagining that happening to my child. And this was in a medical setting. It was at a children's clinic. So they were very gentle and kind. It was wonderful staff. I do not mean to denigrate the medical staff in any way whatsoever.
Right.
But just because of the nature of the situation, I was bawling at imagining my baby being even a little bit discomforted.
Right.
And this woman just watched her 7 sons, one at a time, be fucking flayed and fried.
Yeah.
And she's like, whatever, God is good.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, that makes me feel like, what must a mom like that think of me? What, I'm a shit mom because I cried about what my kid was going through rather than just be like, whatever, God is great.
I feel like at this point, she's probably in shock. Like, there's not much that she's saying that would make any sense anyway.
No,
you just watch 7 of your kids die, like.
But how can a non-Jewish mother look at this story, look at what this mom said, and not feel a little bit judged? Like, what must you think of me?
Well, that's the whole point, right? Their God is the best God. They have the right ideas about all the things, and their God is correct, and therefore they are living the most moral, upright, stand-up life that they possibly can.
And so I'm just garbage.
Sure, yeah.
I don't really like that take. I don't really appreciate somebody else telling me, well, I mean, you're just not Jewish. If you were Jewish, you would have not cried at your child having to endure that.
I want to say this too. I made a little bit of fun of them getting fried up and stuff, but I don't disparage human life. Like I don't think I'm not making light of it. I don't think this really happened. Look, I'm not saying people didn't die for not eating pork. That might have happened, but like this is
this story is
kind of ridiculous story. And
I'm sure that
it feels a bit contrived, you know.
I'm sure a lot of people were forced to try to go against their beliefs and were tortured and punished in such fashion. Right. But this exact story of these 7 sons and the mother watching and then saying, God is great.
I don't believe this actually happened.
No. And moreover, I feel like it's a slap in the face to every mother who ever cried watching her child in pain.
Right.
Honestly.
It's somebody trying to impart, strength and like godliness into this story through this like massive conviction to their God, and it just doesn't track. You know, like you couldn't get 7 people to. I'm sorry. You watch your brother go in, you're gonna fucking eat the pork. I promise. You know, like not all of them anyway. Not all of them are gonna choose to die.
Moreover, it's along the same lines of modern day Christians being like, oh, his diabetes was healed. Prayer works. God is good. Meanwhile, my nephew has diabetes, the deadly kind where he has to, monitor his blood sugar, type 1, and have regular doses of insulin and all of that. And, he's been on death watch before because of it and was diagnosed when he was 2. So this isn't like a diet or exercise thing. This is a literal disease, guys. Right. And whereas I am an atheist, my sister and her husband are staunch Christians. And so to say, well, God is good, prayer works. What are you fucking trying to say? They just didn't love their son enough. They didn't pray hard enough. Right. Like that's what this smacks of. Sure. And okay, I'm making this about me and I'm making this about my sister. But isn't that what you're supposed to do with Bible? Is take it and make it about you. How would you live your life? Like that's what these Bible stories are for, right? Right. Is to show us how to live. Well, what you're telling me is that I'm supposed to look at either my nephew has diabetes and stuff because my sister and her husband didn't pray hard enough, or he's being punished because I'm an atheist, or also it's in God's plan. It's just God. Like any number of those explanations is what would be given me on any given day, right? Yeah. Yeah. Like, I'm sorry, fuck you. Your God sucks and shit sucks and shit happens. And sometimes bad things happen to good people and sometimes good things happen to bad people. And I'm sorry. I get worked up. This story pisses me off. Yeah. Yeah. I don't like being judged as a mom, and I don't like other good moms being judged. Right. But Antiochus, the OG villain. Yeah. Thinking himself to be despised, well, as he was, and suspecting the reproachful voice while the youngest was yet alive. Oh, I'm sorry. Only 6 had been killed to this point. Okay. All right. While the youngest was yet alive, didn't only make his appeal to him by words, but also at the same time promised with oaths that he would enrich him and raise him to high honor if he would turn from the ways of his ancestors, and that he would take him for his friend and entrust him with public affairs.
I bet he still says no.
No, I bet you're right. Yeah. But when the young man would in no way listen, the king called to him his mother and urged her to advise the youth to save himself.
And she told him just to go die.
I bet she's like, no, son, you stand firm. Yeah. You go ahead and get your tongue cut out and be tortured.
I'd be like, go for it.
Like, you say what you gotta say.
Take that money, go on a long vacation, never come back.
Yeah. Like, I love you. I want you to live. Right. When he had urged her with many words, she undertook to persuade her son, but bending toward him, laughing the cruel tyrant to scorn, she spoke this in the language of her fathers. So in Hebrew, she said, my son, have pity upon me who carried you 9 months in my womb and nursed you 3 years and nourished and brought you up to this age and sustained you. I beg you, my child, to lift your eyes to the sky and the earth and to see all things that are in it, and thus to recognize that God made them not of things that were, and that the race of men in this way comes into being. Don't be afraid of this butcher, but proving yourself worthy of your brothers, accept your death, that in God's mercy I may receive you again with your brothers. So she's like, yeah, die.
Right.
Go to your death.
Yeah.
Stand firm.
I did hear in there that she nursed him for 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
Is that normal?
Back then it surely would have been. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
In Australia, if I'm not mistaken, many people still nurse till 3 or 4.
Got it.
Even.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, it seemed, I know most people I know don't nurse their kids that long, so that's why.
No, here in America, we try to get them off the boob as fast as possible so that we can get back to work. We're busy. We're day to night Barbie.
Sure.
We girls can do anything as long as it's always earning money and keeping the house clean at the same time.
Right.
That baby got to get off the tit.
Yeah.
No, that's why they really push breast is better than bottle and blah, blah, blah. And they really, I have mixed feelings about both ways.
Sure.
They really urge you, please go at least 6 months.
Right.
And then they also say not only is breast better than bottle, but you're a crap mom if you don't do it at all.
Sure.
And then, there's lots of moms who can't.
Yeah.
But before she had finished speaking, the young man said, "What are you all waiting for? I don't obey the commandment of the king, but I listen to the commandment of the law that was given to our fathers through Moses. But you, who have devised all kinds of evil against the Hebrews, will in no way escape God's hands, for we are suffering because of our own sins." Who's speaking right now?
The mother, I think.
Before she had finished, the young man said, this is the young man.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. For we are suffering because of our own sins. If for rebuke and chastening our living Lord has been angered a little while, yet he will again be reconciled with his own servants. But you, O unholy man, and of all most vile, don't be vainly lifted up in your wild pride with uncertain hopes, raising your hand against the heavenly children. For you have not yet escaped the judgment of the Almighty God who sees all things. Oh, this is so boring. Is he just like, blah, 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 God is great and you fucking suck, Mr.
Right.
King?
Yeah.
Is that what he's saying?
Basically.
For these our brothers, having endured a short pain that brings everlasting life, have now died under God's covenant. But you, through God's judgment, will receive in just measures the penalties of your arrogance.
They definitely have switched over to talking about everlasting life. I mean, like it's been a progression. Like we talked about it near the end of the Old Testament. Now we're definitely talking about everlasting life.
Definitely an everlasting
Right.
life, and definitely like a life after death.
Yeah, and that's not been the way it was through the whole Old Testament.
Right.
There was hints at it, sort of. Maybe you could construe that way, but not like a direct until like the last portion of the Bible.
Mm-hmm. The ones written during the early.
Yeah, this time frame actually.
Yeah, this
Right.
time frame,
Yeah.
exactly. But I, as my brothers, give up both body and soul for the laws of our fathers, calling upon God that he may speedily become gracious to the nation, and that you, amidst trials and plagues, may confess that he alone is God, and that in me and my brothers you may bring to an end the wrath of the Almighty, which has been justly brought upon our whole race. But the king, falling into a rage, handled him worse than all the rest.
I bet. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I mean, he offered him everything, you know?
Yeah.
So,
Being exasperated at his mocking. So he died pure, putting his whole trust in the Lord. Last of all, after her sons, the mother died. I'm surprised she didn't have a fucking heart attack, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Let it then suffice to have said thus much concerning the sacrificial feasts and the extreme tortures. The end.
So like a
Grody.
whole fucking chapter on torturing people. That's
just
what that
one
was.
family.
Just one family. Yeah.
A mom and her 7 sons.
I feel like that was a bit unnecessary.
I feel like you might be right.
But what do I know?
I mean, 7 is a magical number.
It is for the Bible. Very much so. We've talked about that before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It makes me think of that Disney movie, Seven Brides for Seven Brides for 7 Brothers. Is that what it is? I don't know.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Are you serious? There's this old Disney movie, and these 7 brothers live out in the wild somewhere.
Okay.
And they need brides because,
Yeah, because they're guys and they need brides.
To fuck.
Yeah, right.
And not
you just go get you some brides,
So they went and they got 7 wives.
Not girlfriends. You go get brides.
Yeah. They ordered some.
Right.
And the brides came into the forest and lived with them. And
right. That's Disney.
It's Disney, so it's pretty.
Yeah.
And cute. And singing. Lots of singing.
And I bet it all worked out. It was all great.
It did. Yeah. It was great.
Mm-hmm. Were there birds?
Probably. I mean, again, it's Disney. It's live action, not cartoon.
So there wasn't like actual landing on their hands and stuff.
No.
But there was probably, they're singing at least.
It was a musical. It was a Disney. Duh.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a musical.
No being fried in the frying pan.
No,
none of that.
Things were being fried in frying pans, but it wasn't people.
Right. Yeah.
That we know of.
Right.
Now I kind of want to look up if there's symbolism in it. I mean, 7 brides for 7 wives.
Right. Yeah. It's 7
brides for wives.
Brides for wives?
No, 7 brides for 7 brothers. That's what it's called.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. But it's got the biblical 7 in there.
That's what I'm saying. So maybe that was like a tongue-in-cheek on this. These 7, they got tortured and died, but those 7 in the Disney movie...
I mean, this is not the only place that 7 gets mentioned.
But that was 7 brothers.
It was.
That's what I'm saying.
It was.
It was right. 7 brothers.
Interesting.
Right? Why were there 7? And why did they all get brides?
Yeah. This was this is what they got once they got to heaven.
Oh, okay.
They got their 7 brides.
Okay.
This is them in heaven.
Got
the frying pan is what they came out of.
I don't know. I gotta look it up now.
Yeah.
I gotta look it up now.
We could write up a whole mockumentary about it. Like, this is actually what it's about. It's actually about this story from the Bible.
I'm on this.
We can put it on TikTok and we can make the rounds and do all the things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm for it.
All right. Was that all there was today?
Thank God.
Or not.
God is good.
But anyway.
Except when he be flaying you.
Yeah,
God
exactly.
Is good.
So that was 2 Maccabees chapter 7.
Sure as fuck was.
Which means that next time we will be back with
2 Maccadoodles chapter 8.
All right. We'll see you then.
Bye.
Hey, wife. I guess that's the end?
But husband, that's just sad.
It doesn't have to be. We are on lots of social media platforms like Twitter. Our handle there is sacrilegious_D.
For D's nuts.
Oh my God. Stop doing that. Anyway, we're also on Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. There's a link to all of our social media sites at our website.
Ooh, we have a website?
Yeah, it's sacrilegiousdiscourse.com, where you can also find a link to our merch shop.
We have a merch shop?
Yep, we have podcast-themed clothing, mugs, notebooks, and more, as well as an atheist and science-themed products.
Wow, our fans should really go check that out right now.
Definitely. They can get in touch with us by sending an email to sacrilegiousdiscourse@gmail.com. But before they do that, we could really use some help.
Oh yeah? With what?
Well, it's not free running the podcast, and we need some financial support in order to get better equipment, which will free up time so we can concentrate on our podcast and our fans.
Okay, so what should they do?
Head over to patreon.com/sacrilegiousdiscourse and sign up as a contributor on our podcast. Supporters there receive additional bi-weekly episodes that we record just for our Patreon members for as little as $2 a month.
Also, we'd really appreciate it if you would like and subscribe on whatever platform you're using.
And Apple Podcast reviews help us out tremendously.
Like and subscribe. Leave an Apple review. Join us on Twitter. Support us on Patreon. That's a lot of instructions. Don't forget to say thanks.
Thanks.
Okay, bye.